Hello, this is Claudine. Welcome. Thank you so much for listening. So in this video, I'm going to share some new and emergent updates about Instagram, which has been announced in the past week and also within the past month. So there's been a big change within the past week, and I'm going to share a bit about that towards the end of this video. But there's been 3 key developments. So I'm going to share 2 of the developments in this video, and I'm going to produce another video where I'm going to share more about the other development. And the reason why I'm doing that is because if I was to share everything about those developments, this video would be about 30 minutes or 45 minutes long, and I'm not sure if people are watching my videos for that amount of time. So as you can imagine, as always, Instagram is changing. So Adam Mosseri, who is Instagram's platform chief, so you can follow him, I follow him, has shared details recently about how the Instagram algorithm works over various videos and blog posts. And it's really interesting that Instagram is now trying to be more transparent about how it works and how you can optimize your content on this platform, which is great for us, as all this kind of secret algorithm stuff just really creates distrust, and it really does stifle creativity. So Adam Mosseri shared how to rank for SEO, so search engine optimization, on Instagram, as Instagram is in fact a search engine similar to YouTube and Pinterest. Most people associate search engines with Google, but those tools are also search engines as well. So to make your content more searchable, Instagram focuses on 3 areas. That's what we've learned recently. So firstly, Instagram considers usernames, bios, captions, hashtags, and locations in its searches. So please ensure that you're including relevant keywords and content related to your niche in those areas. So once again, that's in your username, your bio, your caption, your hashtag, and your location. So those are all the key things that you should be including on your posts and also in your account. So that's why it's so key to balance posting personal content and business content when we're talking about keywords, because posting about maybe a holiday or something that you bought and using, and even worse, attaching associated hashtags really does confuse the algorithm. And that's why you really need to try and keep personal posts. Well, I do this. I try to keep my personal posts and images to my IG stories, but it really depends on how you want to approach things, because a lot of people do like sharing personal posts because it allows their audience to get to know them, and I have done that in the past. But you just need to be mindful of the hashtags or the keywords that you're using, and you really do have to balance it. Secondly, in terms of your activities, Adam Mosseri has confirmed that Instagram mostly shows you the accounts and the hashtags that you follow, but many of us knew that, so that wasn't necessarily very new. But lastly, they've also said that they look at popularity signals, so clicks, likes, shares, follows, not only for accounts but also with hashtags and locations. So you can rank on hashtags and locations. So a lot of the time I use smaller hashtags, so hashtags that I don't use a big hashtags for my posts, and I try to rank against the small hashtags just so that I can, put myself a bit higher up in the rank on those hashtags. So again, it's helpful if you can use hashtags, and always tag a location in your post. So to optimize your account for searches, Mosseri's also recommended that you should use the appropriate handle. Use the appropriate handle for your account and profile name, and use relevant keywords in your bio to make your content more searchable. So include your business and your account location in your bio. That's been a recommendation, as Instagram are also ranking on location. So they will share your content to more people who live and work in the area that you're based. So even myself, I have got my business address in my bio, so hopefully I'm ranking on location in that particular area. And as you can imagine, if you're a global business, as many of us are, you can also view your Instagram insights and gain some information about locations. So what locations are engaging with your content the most? Once you have identified those locations, tag those locations in some of your posts. So how do you do that? Every post that you share, you just select the current location and really just either intersperse your current location with the location where your followers and your audience are most located. So again, with locations, use your current location if you're London, like myself. So if you're in London, put London, but then if you have followers who are in, Atlanta, in New York, or in Tokyo, wherever they are, intersperse also those locations in your content so that you can rank and gain more visibility in those locations where your followers and the people that you're resonating with are located. Lastly, Adam Mosery shared that you should also use relevant keywords and hashtags in your caption if you did not necessarily know that, and not necessarily in your comment. You don't rank for comments, you rank for your captions. So we know that it's really important to use keywords and relevant hashtags. A lot of people are not necessarily using that. So if you're not drafting a caption that's related to or shares more about your post, then it's something that you're definitely missing out on to make your content more searchable. It's really important that you really write a good caption that has keywords and that speaks to your image or your video, so that you can rank against that. Also, before signing off, I wanted to share that major development that I alluded to earlier. So this has been reported in Search Engine Journal. So allegedly, Google are on the cusp of striking a deal with Instagram and TikTok to index videos in Google search engine. So Google will rank and index your videos similar to the deal that Google struck with Twitter in 2015. So before that, tweets were not ranked. They were not discoverable in search engines. But now, if you do a Google search, you sometimes find Google content come up in the search engine results page. And interestingly, you can opt in and out of your content being discoverable on Google, because I know that some people don't necessarily want everyone to know that they're trying to launch a business. But some of the benefits that it has for business owners is that it increases your visibility, the reach of your business, as well as the interconnections that your content has across the World Wide Web. And I've shared that in previous videos about the benefits of having a website. If you can start linking your website and your content and your products and services and your social media videos, that is just really increasing your interconnections across the web, and that's just increasing and raising your visibility and your reach. So if you're not using the tips above that I have just shared earlier on in this video, then it's really important that you are doing that. So you're looking at ensuring that you have a great bio, ensuring that you're using hashtags, ensuring that you're using keywords, and sharing more in your captions, that you're using location tags. So all these indicators and tags will help you when hopefully Google starts making a lot of our content searchable. But specifically, it's going to be video content. But as we can see, so many of us are using more video content, and you probably see more from me. So this deal for TikTok and Instagram with Google, it's going to bring a whole new audience to their platforms, and it's going to create so much more longevity for Google as a search engine. So it's really a win for both of them. And as you can imagine, Instagram is competing with YouTube as a video content provider, which is very noble of them. But as you can imagine, Zuckerberg, he does want to own everything, so it shouldn't really be surprising to us. So I'll share more developments next week, as there's so much that generally I want to share in these videos, so I will continue to do that. Thank you so much for listening. That's the end of my video. Thanks again for your support, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks a lot.